When we first landed on Lost Planet, snow pirates fought for survival in the frozen wastes. Now things look a bit different, but the bugs are back, and they're bigger and grosser.
Real fast for anyone who hasn't played the game before, can you give us a little recap of what happened in Lost Planet and then where things picked up for Lost Planet 2?
Oh, definitely. So you started off as Wayne in Lost Planet 1. He was the main character. He was a snow pirate. He had memory loss, and there's a ton of big acreage, really big bosses, and now the snow has melted. At the end of Lost Planet 1, you saw that a little bit, and now it's picking up. This is about 10 years after, and all those snow pirates that existed are still fighting their way through all these acreage and everything else. So
what are they trying to accomplish? Like, why are they on this planet if it's so awful and filled with terrible beasts?
They were left there by a corporation. The settlement didn't go as well as they planned, and so now they have to fight their way to survive.
What things did Capcom take into account when building this new game?
Well, that's something that the team actually did right away. They started taking the fan feedback from the original and looking at how to implement that into Lost Planet 2. So the co-op, the new sprint feature, a lot of the new weapons, the VSs, the areas, the acreage, all of that was based on and inspired by the fan feedback. It's about 10 years after Lost Planet 1. Things have melted a little bit, and with that, there's a new environment. You're going to see jungles, there's going to be cities, there's going to be desert, and even more.
Well, now that the whole climate has totally changed, how is that affecting the acreage?
Well, you're definitely going to see a lot of brand new acreage. You'll see one in the city that has almost a very dragon-like appearance. He's got wings. He's definitely very devilish. You're going to see another one that's probably 20 times bigger than him. So there's going to be a lot of new, crazy acreage.
They're way bigger. They
are much, much bigger.
So how does it work with 4 players using one mech?
That's cool. So with the VS, the vital suits that you can get on, there's going to be one pilot, and it's different for each VS. So one of them, say, you can have 2 guys riding on the sides, and they can just pull out their machine gun or rocket launcher, whatever they have. There's others where you're the pilot, and the 2 can independently control those guns. So each VS is going to have its own little unique thing where co-op and the teamwork plays into it.
What's your favorite new toy that they've implemented into the game?
Definitely a new thing called the support gun. The support guns are cool because they're not made for shooting the enemy. You can use it to support your team. So there's one in this demo that we're showing off that actually boosts how much damage you do. So you can sit there, you can snipe your team members, you can give them a boost so they're doing more damage, so you're helping them out.
Do you have any tips for taking down some of these big bosses?
Well, the one that we're showing off today, you gotta shoot the big spike on his back. It retreats into his body. Then you blow up his legs, he falls down, his mouth opens, you can crawl in his mouth and then into his guts and then fight him from the inside.
Oh, gross.
It is a little gross, yeah.
One of the big announcements of last year's E3 was that there was going to be a Lost Planet movie that David Hayter was working on. Can you tell me anything about that? Is that still in the works?
Oh, definitely still in the works. So David Hayter, great writer, he wrote the X-Men movie, and both Avi and Ari Arad are working together. They were producers of a lot of the Marvel movies and things like that. So we're super excited to have them, and it's going to be a big deal.
You're going to help me get a role, maybe? Put in a good word?
Well, we'll try.